Yes, well, I keep looking for Anna. Will you help me find her? She's missing.
You start to tell the old man about the ghost you met in the forest.
Anna? You have seen Anna?
You explain that you saw her ghost in the forest.
Anna is in the forest? Where is she? I must go to her.
You tell Nikolai where you saw Anna and try to explain that she is dead.
Thank you. I cannot thank you enough for finding my Anna. I will go to her now. I will help her find her way home. Thank you again.
No one seems to be listening.
Nikolai has disappeared from his home. The last time I saw him, he said something about finding Anna. I fear he is dead. I will miss Nikolai. He was a good man. I've been looking after him for so many years. It will take some getting used to not having Nikolai around. I will miss Nikolai. Nikolai has not been seen in some time. He seemed so happy when last I saw him. He really thought he was going to see Anna. Perhaps he did. There was some talk of werewolves again when the townfolk realized that Nikolai was gone, but I stopped it. There will be no more of that here if I can help it.
More missing people. Now old Nikolai is gone. What is this town coming to?
Tell Olga that Boris doesn't see any reason to keep the shop open when there's nothing left to sell.
No business. You just tell that man about my avocado and garlic sandwiches. People come in and buy them all the time. Talks to you again. You tell him I'm fixing his favorite sandwiches. Avocado and garlic and pumpkin wheat bread. Oh, he used to love those. What would you like to know about? Yeah, Bella's a good woman. She's the one who really runs the inn. Her husband just gives orders. Someday she'll give Yuri a piece of her mind, and good for her. The things she puts up with. Bella, she was a pretty woman not long ago. Was not called Bella for nothing. Losing her only child really aged her. What a tragedy. The castle north of town was abandoned for many years. Then some strangers moved in 4 years ago. No one knows what goes on there now. But it won't be for the good, I'll tell you. No question about it. They change into wolves at night, eating anyone they can get. Nothing can kill a werewolf but silver or magic. So you be careful out in the woods at night. You hear me? The gypsy camp is not at all that far from here. They say Nikolai went off to look for Anna for the last time. Maybe they're together again somewhere. As my lost husband used to say, may all your travels lead somewhere.
think you've done about as much stair-stepping as your body can handle. Well, that was fun. Now you feel like climbing something even higher, like Mount Tana. Well, that was fun. Now you feel like climbing something even higher, like Mount Tana. Well, that was fun. Now you feel like climbing something even higher, like Mount Tana.
Often that one of your talent and potential comes into Mordovia. Unfortunately, I have already awarded the laboratory assistant position to Frankie. You really should take the time to learn some of the basic principles of science. Learning the nature of the scientific elements and the patterns of the stars will improve your life. Here you are. Here you are. I have been thinking a bit about that castle on the mountain lately. Such a castle might make a wonderful environment for scientific research. Perhaps someday one of my descendants will work in a castle like that.
After some rest, you feel better.
Welcome, welcome. It is good of you to visit our camp once again. May you find here all that you seek. Is it not great to feel the music in your blood and dance the night away? The life of a gypsy is sometimes very sweet. I have been fine. Hunting has been poor lately, but yesterday we pulled down a large deer. It was good to taste fresh meat again. Bah, legends and tales to scare children with. You will not see me flinching if you cross my palm with silver. We have been in this camp for nearly 5 years. This is very hard on wanderers like us. If you wish to know about her, why don't you visit her yourself? She will be happy to speak with you. She was most impressed.
You haunt my dreams at night. You are like one of my own children, in that I see images of your life before me. Last night, I saw you approach a building of great darkness. Things reached for you in the doorway, yet you moved to the door. You held something in your hand and touched it to the door. It opened, and you stepped inside. It was dark inside the building, cold and dangerous. You stepped towards a cabinet. You took something from your backpack and poured it upon an object there. I felt as if something good was happening, and then the vision faded. I do not understand what this means. It is not the future. It is only something that might come to pass. I have always had dreams and visions. Some of these are true events. Some are only what could be true. These visions are, like most dreams, clouded in mists. Their meanings, too, are very shadowy. If you wish to learn of your future, allow me to look into the cards. You have only to give me a crown, and I will give you a reading, huh? I am the leader of this pack, and I wish I could lead them from this valley. I have had troubled dreams of late, and the game is getting scarce in this area. Many are the kinds of the dead which do not rest. Some are harmless, some most helpful, but most are extremely dangerous. Some, like the Rusalki, are victims of crimes. Others, like the Wraiths, are the spirits of criminals who cannot rest. But most powerful and fearsome of all are the Nosferatu, the vampires. The Rusalki are the spirits of drowned maidens. Some are the victims of accidents, and others were the victims of murderers. They retain their physical bodies and try to drown all who approach them. There is said to be a Rusalka in the lake to the east. I have heard tales that a Rusalka may be tamed through kindness, but I have never heard of anyone actually trying such a thing. Oh no.
A wraith is a spirit who cannot rest because of greed. They refuse to leave behind their possessions, and so haunt the sight of those objects.
If you travel by night, you sometimes can see a mound of rocks where no rocks were by daylight. This is the burial mound of a wraith. Avoid it, for the wraith will try to draw the life from you if you get too close.
The Nosferatu, the undead which feed upon the blood of living things. If a man is drained unto death by a vampire, he will rise from his grave as a revenant, hungering for the taste of human flesh. If a vampire shares its own blood with its victim, the victim will rise from the grave as a slave of its vampire creator. It too will be a vampire, but it must obey the commands of its master and cannot harm its master directly. Sometimes the sharer of vampire blood is not drained entirely by the master vampire. Thus, he can continue to live until struck down by a natural death. Then he will rise from his grave. The old rulers of this land, the boyars of the castle, were the Borgov family. They ruled this land for as long as my people remember. The last boyar was a strange man, so it is said. What became of him, I do not know. Only that his son left the valley in shame and horror. When we heard rumors that Borgov Castle was again inhabited, we brought our wagons to Mordavia. We thought perhaps the old boyar's son had returned, and we could trade with him again. We met with the gatekeeper, who said that the Borgov family was dead. Oh, the castle was now owned by a distant cousin who promised to protect this valley as a true boyar. So we did some trading with the gatekeeper, but never saw signs of this Borgov cousin. Soon after this, the rain started to fall, and we were trapped here.
Ah, I am well and happy to see you again, my friend. I have run in this forest for many years, and I know my way around. The forest is a very different place at night. It is a very dangerous place to travel if you are not a wolf. Ah, the one who danced with you upon your last visit? The one who is lovely, lively, and, more than a handful? She is my mate, and we wolves mate for life. Last night we were hunting far to the south. I heard a voice call out a command. Bushes here, disappear! The voice had the fur on the nape of my neck up on end, so I did not investigate further. Hunting in Mordavia is always an interesting experience.
To tell about some of your adventures.
Ah, you tell strange stories, but I can sense that you speak true. You have lived the most exciting life. I do not think this valley will be the same when you leave. The cards have again been shuffled and cut, so reveal now the subject of this reading. Reading is of the ill-omened man, and now we shall learn more of his purpose and past. The next card you turn shall show the distant past. The Queen of Swords. Interesting. Sometime in the past, this man has met the mystery lady of your present. He may have been betrayed by her, or perhaps he is the betrayer of the lady. The next card shall reveal her influence. Ah, the magician. The woman of mystery has magic also. One is the teacher of the other. The order of the card suggests it is the woman who was the master, and the man her apprentice. The events you face now obviously began in the dark past. Let us learn now of the more recent ones. Aha, this is your own influence upon the man. It seems you were as important to his history as he was to your own. Now, let us see the manner in which you affected him. Death, the card of transformation. You are the agent of this man's failure and loss. You altered his life irrevocably. Even if you destroyed him, my dear, he still influences the present. That the cards chose to reveal information about him shows that he is again a player in the game of your life. What next can we learn of this one, huh? In the present, the Eight of Swords. This is the card of conflict and domination. The last card which crossed this man was also a symbol of bondage. He is somehow a prisoner or an unwilling accomplice of another. Let us see if the cards will explain further this relationship. This is the card of conflict and struggle. This man does not take his bondage lightly. Now let's see what the cards show of his hopes and desires. The Chariot represents triumph and vengeance. There is a strong need to gain control of the situation, of his life. He may seek escape, but escape is clearly not enough. Let us see in what way he may triumph. Oh, this time the devil is inverted. The meanings may differ, but this is a card that bodes no good whichever way it lies. Your man clearly seeks release, but with that freedom, he will also seek revenge. Whatever or whoever binds him now cannot contain him forever. He will seek his revenge, and you will need to be wary. You will face him again in a struggle to the death. Now let us reveal the card that rules over the past and the present. Oh, the dark card of the void. The influence of the Dark One overshadows all. No more shall be revealed, nor shall things be spoken at this time. The cards have spoken. The reading is done. The cards have spoken, and that is all I will say about them now. If you wish to learn more, come another time.
You say goodbye.
May the wind be in your face and the hunting good.
This window looks into the kitchen area of the green wagon. It's not easy being green, but this wagon does its best. The gaudily painted blue wagon looks as though it belongs to a wise woman or fortune teller. It really looks very little like the toy red wagon you had when you were a kid. take a drink of the cool water. It tastes like wild strawberries. After some rest, you feel better. After some rest, you feel better. You grab a handful of rocks. You grab a handful of rocks. After some rest, you feel better. After some rest, you feel better. After some rest, you feel better. After some rest, you feel better.
Anna, I found you! Anna!
Nikolai, I have been trying to find you for so long.
I never stopped looking for you, Anna. Never! I love you, Anna. I loved you from the moment you smiled at me. And I will love you for always.
Oh, Nikolai, this time we will always be together.
Forever?
Forever.
The ghostly apparition vanishes.
We came back one last time to thank you for reuniting us.
Yes, thank you so much. Without your help, I would have been lost forever.
I do not know how we can help you. This is the last you will ever see of us.
If there is anything we can do for you, please ask. I shall never again be lost and alone. Nikolai and I will find our way. Being a ghost is not bad when you have someone you love with you. I have been lost so long. I do not know how I can help you. Perhaps you can talk to my friend Olga. She knows everything that goes on in town.
She married Boris Stovich, who owned the shop.
She did? She is such a lovely girl. I'm sure they are happy together. Olga will be able to tell you many things about the town.
I have not been so happy since the day of our wedding. It seems strange being a ghost. Still, it is better than being an old man who has lost his only love. It has been so long, and I know so little of what goes on today. Still, some time ago, there was talk in town about a stranger moving into Borgov Castle. There was much talk and many rumors about who had moved in. I do not know whether your path will ever take you to the castle, but I do know of a secret passageway to there. There was some talk of vampires at the time. I do not think anyone in Mordavia was actually killed by a vampire, so gradually the talk faded. My grandfather once told me that there is a secret passage that leads from the Borgov crypt in the cemetery to the castle. It was an escape route for the Borgov family when they were alive. I do not think anyone even saw the stranger. We only knew him as the Dark Master. It is an ominous title. You may of course take my hat. I have no further use for it.
Farewell. May you never be lost.
Farewell. May you never be lonely.
The ghostly apparition vanishes. You deftly slip over the gate and into town. You hear movement on the other side of the door. After a few minutes, you hear someone removing the bar and unlocking the bolts on the other side of the door. You get a fine meal of roast duckling a la garlic.
Cave? What am I, a tour guide? What cave?
Well, you must mean my apartment. We know of no cave in Mordavia.
He probably means the cave of the Dark One.
Oh yeah, that cave.
Very scary, you know. We didn't know you meant that cave.
We, generally don't care to talk about it.
It's, somewhat on the cursed side, know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it's bad luck. Very bad.
It was made by the cult when they performed their unspeakable rites there, and a few unspeakable wrongs from what we hear.
That's why it's kinda ixnay on the Ave K. You follow? Look, Cool Breeze. I tried to tell you before, we do not gossip here.
Yeah, unless we really want to.
If there's any backstabbing going on around here, pal, we're gonna do it face to face.
I am fine, but I do worry about you at times. Please, take care of yourself. I know that heroes need to do dangerous things, but try not to get into too much trouble. Okay, honey?
Oh, Bella, leave the poor man alone.
I just want to make sure you'll be all right. Don't hawk me.
You unlock the door to your room and go in. Your sleep is interrupted around midnight. You can hear weeping from somewhere below your room. As you enter the hallway, you hear someone faintly crying downstairs. The crying is coming from the door below the stairs. That's the innkeeper's room. The cries are coming from behind this door. You can hear the voices of the innkeeper and his wife.
You must accept it, Bella. Tanya is dead. You will never see her again.
No, I cannot believe it. She can't be. I know she's alive. I know she will come back to us.
Crying will not bring her back to us. This is foolish. Just go to sleep.
How can I sleep when my baby is not safe? She is at the castle. I know she must be.
Then she must be dead. Bella, there is nothing we can do.
The cries fade off to quiet sobs. Nobody answers your knock. As you start to open the door, you realize that this is the innkeeper's room. You quickly close it again before you get caught. You unlock the door to your room and go in. You awaken as the sun begins to rise.